Good evening, Bukit, Gombak. This is a home ground. Let's hear some noise. Yes, that's what I like. Dear voters of Bukit Gombak, my friends, I saw a lot of friends in the audience, and also fellow Singaporeans who are watching this online right now. Tonight I speak to you not with just words, it's with conviction. It is not just about policies. It's about people. It's about you. It's about us. And it's for our future. I want to talk about strengthening the social safety net. Let's call it what it really is. Social safety net may not be immediately obvious to you, but what is it? It's about making sure that no Singaporean is left behind. I repeat, no one in Singapore is left behind. Let's say it together. No one in Singapore is left behind. PSP. Exactly, PSP. Now let's be honest about this. We have done quite well as a country. We have built a world-class city. We have a strong economy. And we have a stable society. Looking at the faces in front of me, this is Singapore. But if you look around today, in the year 2025, can we say with a hand on heart that everyone is okay? Can we say that the elderly auntie at the hawker center who is working, who is 72, is okay? Can we say that the delivery rider who had to battle the rain earlier to do delivery with no CPF is okay? That the single mom who's living in a rental, having to juggle 3 jobs, is okay? I say we can do better. We can do so much better. This is Singapore. We can do a lot better. I say this because we can really achieve it by supporting the PSP. We can do better. Progress for better. I will touch 3 points. First, let's talk about the vulnerable in our community. Our seniors are the ones who built this nation. They deserve more than lip service, more than just vouchers, more than the $1 groceries. And we have seen how some of the $1 grocery events have gone bad. Why do these things happen? Why are events like this for $1 groceries becoming a mayhem? Something is wrong. Let's give people real dignity with proper community care, affordable housing schemes, and support to age at home, not alone. And what about our low-income families? In my walkabouts, I met a lot of low-income families. It pains me to see them that way. Some of them struggle to put on a smile, but I know there is pain behind that smile. Let's not give them handouts only. Let's give them hope. Hope through education, hope through jobs, hope through real long-term support. In our manifesto, which I hope you will be able to read and understand, We have proposed, as was mentioned by Lekki earlier, that MediShield Life and CareShield Life to be nationalized. We also are asking the government to pay for the basic MediShield Life and CareShield Life premiums for all Singaporeans. I repeat, pay the MediShield Life and CareShield Life premium for all Singaporeans. Would you want that? Yeah. Would you really want that? I can hear you. There are some programs that have been around for a while called Comlink, but that's been about 6-7 years old, and we haven't seen much progress with that. We have to go further to ensure that a child is never born into a disadvantageous situation, and that every family, everyone gets to be able to succeed. In our manifesto, we have mentioned and proposed that $1,250 be paid monthly to caregivers of children 7 years and younger. $1,250 for caregivers of children 7 years or younger. $1,250. Our children are hope for the country. These are the children that will see Singapore into the 22nd century. In the year 2100, whoever is born today will be 75 years old. There are people who are going to be around who will be 100 years old in the year 2100. How are we going to support them? We need to find ways to make that happen. In our manifesto, we have made proposals for senior citizens as well. We propose a silver support scheme payout to be doubled. The silver support scheme payout to be doubled. How many senior citizens are here? Raise your hands. We are proposing that this be doubled. We have come a long way in the last 60 years. We have a long way to go, but we must make sure that we can all go together. Vouchers are very nice to have. How many of you like to get vouchers? I think everybody likes to get a voucher. But vouchers is not the solution. It's like when you have a cut, you put a Band-Aid. Then once the cut is done, you peel it off. But you still don't have protection, really. But we need to ensure that when you are doing what we are proposing, we want to ensure that it is sustainable. We need to give dignity to our seniors. Second point, we will protect our workers in this new economy. Work has changed, life has changed. Gig workers, freelancers, platform workers. Some of you are in the audience right now. They are powering our daily lives. Yet, many still have no proper support. We say this is not fair. This is not Singapore. Let's say it together. This is not fair. This is not how Singapore is. This is not fair. This is not how Singapore is. Under our plan, every worker will have CPF, insurance, and access to Skills Future that works, not for show, but really works, so that they can get decent and good paying jobs with the skills that they acquire. We will also be fighting for a minimum living wage, a minimum living wage of $2,250 a month. How much? $2,250 a month as the living wage. In this new economy, it's not just about surviving. It's about thriving. We need to thrive. And we will make sure you can do so with the tools that we are able to provide. My third point, we will build a social safety net that is fair, that is sustainable, and trusted. Yes, it will cost money. It will. But if there is a political will, it can be done. Let me ask you, what are we building all this wealth for, if not to spend on our people? Why? Why are we building so much wealth if we don't spend on our people? We have had tough issues with the rising of the GST over the last 3 years. How many of you like the fact that GST has gone up? That's what I thought. Nobody likes that. But we need to make sure that every cent that is collected, however it is collected, goes to what matters most: education, healthcare, housing, and above all, dignity for our Singaporean core. At the same time, we also need to build trust. Trust that the system actually works, that it is fair, that it doesn't let people fall through the cracks because there is red tape. This is not just a job for the government. It's your job, my job, and our job. Because a strong safety net is just made of policies does not work. We need people who really care to make sure the policies actually work. Let us support our charities. Let us grow our volunteer networks. Let's create a Singapore where help is never out of reach and it is always within sight. Let's build a Singapore that can be a happy and happier home overall. My fellow Singaporeans, this general election is the most important general election in a lifetime. We have seen a change at the leadership. We are now charting a new territory. We need your support. It doesn't matter which party wins, because what we need is to make sure Singapore will thrive. It's about what kind of a country Singapore should be and that you want it to be. And what kind of a country is it for our children and our children's children? Those are going to be living in the 22nd century. I hope that they will look back in the year 2025 and say, hey, this was how the country became better because of the change that we were part of. A Singapore where we say, if you fall, we will catch you. If you are struggling, we will lift you. If you are left behind, we will come back for you. We will build a Singapore that is not only rich in dollars, but rich in heart. Let's build a safety net enough to catch every Singaporean and flexible enough to support every dream. Let's move forward. There is a Swahili idiom that goes something like this. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Let's go together. In a week's time, on Saturday, May the 3rd, a week from today, when you go to the polling booth, think about whether the Singapore that you have can become even better. PSP is what I would encourage you to choose because we can help this to become better. PSP has 60 proposals that we have put up in our manifesto to make life better. Please send us all to Parliament so that we can speak up for you. Before I wrap up, I got 3 more points to talk about. The first one, how many of you have wondered, what does a mayor do? I don't know. I have wondered myself. What does a mayor actually do on a day-to-day basis? If it is not obvious to you, if I have to explain to you what a mayor does, obviously there is no need for that. Let me share with you a story. 5 years ago, I found out that I live in an area called the Southwest CDC. And the Southwest CDC happened to have a mayor. So I sent an email to the mayor of the Southwest CDC asking a very simple question. What does the mayor what does a mayor do relative to what a MP does? I must say that I am very disappointed that after multiple requests and reminders, I never got a reply. It's been 5 years. Sadly, the person whom I sent an email to is also the person I am competing against for Bukit, Gombak, SMC, Ms. Low. So it's time to get rid of mayors. The second call out is to Ms. Low herself. I had requested for a one-on-one debate with her. I'm awaiting her response. And the last call out is to all the geeks of Singapore. I am a geek. I like technology. I like to make things. I like to have fun. I look forward to seeing you and working with you, the geeks of Singapore, anywhere, those online, anywhere in the world. I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to your support so that I can be the first geek in Parliament. 4 country, 4 people. Thank you, and Majula Singapura.